Thank you. Thanks so much. God is, some of the town chairs, especially Democratic town chairs, is like herding cats. And it's not easy to get Democrats together to be focused in one direction. But Susie does a great job of it. And she makes it look like it's easy. It's not alchemy, it's a lot of hard work. And we're grateful for what you do in terms of turning out Democratic victories. Let me also acknowledge our state party chair, who I'm going to say a few words, and that's Nancy DiNardo, who is here with us tonight. She too, I mean, this state, making sure that we turn out the largest Democratic vote that we can, and to make sure that we have the Democratic majorities that we need, not just for the numbers, not just for the numbers. It is about the agenda. It is about what we do. It is about what public policy is at the state level, as well as the local and at the federal level as well, because her heart and her soul is in this effort. And it is great also to see, my friends, a woman as a state party chair, Nancy DiNardo. This is really to all of you. They said this was a headquarters opening, but this place has been open. It has during their time. They have been making phone calls on behalf of state representative candidates, on state senate candidates, on my behalf as congresswoman in this district, and on the presidential effort. We thank you very, very much for all the time and effort that you are putting in. This is it. This is the nuts and bolts. This is the grassroots politics that makes it all work, and it makes us victorious in the end. And that's what people have been doing here. You've been doing it, and you know, look, I've been involved in this presidential campaign since the end of January. There are some in this room who have been involved in this effort for the last year and have been working themselves to death to make this happen in this presidential election. And my hat's off to all of the volunteers, as I said, because we cannot make it without what you are doing here. And I recognize Jen Justice back there, because truly a star. And I also, where's Chuck? Chuck? Yay, Chuck! Yay, Chuck! Looks like some good food here, Chuck. You're doing all right. You're getting it right. Good cookies, good macaroni. It's not pasta, friends. It's macaroni. Anyway, look, you know, let me just say a couple things to you, because you don't know. But we have what, about 28 days left. 28 days left. So I'm here to say thank you for what you're going to do in the next 28 days, because this is it. You know, the great part of campaigns is you're engaged, you're involved, and enthusiasm, and you believe deeply, deeply in the folks who want to represent you, again, whether at the state, the federal, or the local level, and your passion gets you involved in these efforts. But it's a good thing that there is an election day, because you can't go much further after you've given every ounce of energy and blood to make it happen. And that election day is 28 days away. And we need your time, your effort, your goodwill, every single moment of that time to pull this off and to make it happen. Last Tuesday, this is not self-serving, don't misunderstand when I say this. Last Tuesday, I got up at 3:30 in the morning. I left my house at 4:15, went up to Hartford, got on an airplane, went to Michigan, went to Brighton, Rochester, Flint, Pontiac, Detroit, Canton, Michigan for that day. Stayed over and flew back early the next morning. I'm going to Pennsylvania and Ohio next week, and the week after that, going to Ohio again. And anywhere that they want to send me. Why? Why? Because I want Barack Obama and Joe united. I will go anywhere. I will be all over the 3rd Congressional District, but I am going to go where they need me to go in order to turn a vote out. That is what we have to do. Everything we need to do. This is the moment. We're here for a simple reason tonight. We're here for a reason that we want to win in November, and we want to change America. That is what this is all about. For the first time, people believe. And there's an urgency about that. And it's not here, just here in Connecticut. As Susie said, 80% of the people in this country want to change. They want a new kind of politics. They believe again for the first time in such a long time. And it's not just so many young people in here, and you've gotten us to this point, and it's great momentum. But it's you, young people, but it's what I call the newly young. People, we can do this. And it's been a lot of years since they said, yes, we can do this. And it's because what the hope is, that we will see a responsible redeployment from Iraq and the end of the Iraq War. It is about restoring the moral authority of the United States, not only to our own people, but across the world. To say that we stand for something. We are not for torture. We are not for treading on constitutional rights. We are for democracy and democratic institutions. That's who we are.